Hello. Yeah, I don't really know how to say this. This video, these videos they have to do with depression and suicide and stuff like that. So if you have a problem with that, don't watch it. This is me much later. After I finished editing these videos, I have to add this in. But, yeah. Uh, I just wanted to say that and be careful. If you can't handle it, feel free to leave the video. I'm gonna start posting lighter stuff soon. Back to more horror driven, less realistic stuff. Um, yeah, enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Let's finish this game. Hopefully we can finish it today because, God, I it's been a long day and I just want to get this over with. Alright. We're trying to please her, so disoriented? Cage. Uncontrollable. Dun, dun. Contamination. Atone. Sticky, incapable? Incapable. Starscape? Ambient. Unrequited. I think that said unrequited, I don't know. Raindrops? Sure. Horror. Broken. Oops. Misfortune. What? Incongruent? Embrace. Nope. Why? I don't know what that word is. Philosophy. I'm trying so hard just to get it. It's not right. Hopeless. Oh my god. Whirlwind. There we go. Graveyard. Got it. Got it. At least over 50% was to her. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah! You know. Ha. Ha. God, I'm not in the mood. Doing voices is so hard. You must have a lot of determination. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, so this is actually kind of hard. Starting this club, and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Trying to do everyone's voices is really hard. No, trying to keep track of everyone's voices, because I know that Natsuki was the super white girl, and it started as Monica, but we don't talk about that. Oh, We aren't complaining about it, or weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we just get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Oh my god, squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? All of you people? Or wait, you of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all or you of all people? Because it's right in your name. I have no words. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. I think it says this in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Are you spacing out again? Ah! Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning my back towards everyone else. The conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their actual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she has noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since she's been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica and ask her, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Jay, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into this, but it seems like she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubbery eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind? But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jay. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. That's because it's about you, Sped. Bud, it's all about you. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? But I wonder what she could mean. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Jay. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. I feel so bad! It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She always has been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Jay. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as... Wait, what? Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's how she is when you're around? I said too much. Sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from the desk across from the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she keeps her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh on me down so much. Now I feel like I'm the one who's behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looked away just as quickly, with a flustered look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit to the one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking? I was thinking like that. Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I don't do anything creepy like that. In that case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'll be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she just seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry. I didn't mean to say I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want to misunderstand. I didn't want to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading a little too much. Jay, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. Dyslexia. And there are many untold stories behind every person no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind all of it after? Yeah. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going on inside of her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied, or it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts. Wasn't she? Well, oh, wasn't she? Well, I guess in that case, Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, and as she is searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware in you. That's all. Or that is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that way about her. Yuri, you are giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Okay, so if that were me, I really wouldn't know how to feel, because if I knew she liked me, I would feel so bad because of what I told her at the end of the last episode, or like the last part. Oh my god. I feel so bad. I'm probably gonna do multiple playthroughs just so I can not make my heart hurt. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she talked about with Sayori. There's no question about that. It's nice, I guess. Oh no. I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think of it. After all, you wrote this for someone else! It hurts! I feel so bad! Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, and that's just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. Oh, and you're happy, right? Too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. No. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. There's nothing more irritating as a guy than when you're like talking to a girl and something like this happens and she won't just come out straight up and say that there was a problem or like that something is wrong. There's nothing more irritating. No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can just go play with everyone else now. Aw, if you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I think I know what's coming. Monica, I guess. Hey Jay, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a whole bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll be great. It will also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's talk about. Oh my god. Let's take a look at your poem. Today's poem. Sure. I let Monica look at the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style has gotten so refined, Jay. Yuri's been teaching me a lot of stuff, or a lot of things. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. Girls are really hard to deal with. I know. I think that I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she has talked the whole year. Not sure how you did it. It's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some practice, patience. Oh my god, words are hard. And a way to talk about the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in a club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to being open herself. Sorry. So if something bad happens, while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just like a bandage. You know, you say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim to the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search a little, with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all else have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow. I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between a thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything. What am I thinking? Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up with a gust of wind. Deep. Edgy. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of thing that give life meaning. Not to get all philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, and then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It wasn't advice, it was more of a story. Natsuki, and then we'll do Yuri. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. I love how straightforward her character is. Jay, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Oh yeah, in the last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. I never did this never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You really you're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're good at something. I can't believe that you're so good at something and never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Jay, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some the same I always have some books with me. And could I really enjoy and you could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way. Oh, you sorry. I'm really getting really hard to keep track of characters. Well, well, you can that's one way to put it anyways. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So then when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? It's not like... I'm not a know-it-all, Jay. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. Pause, time out. Welcome to life, bro. No one knows what they're doing. None of us know what we're doing. You just kind of gotta go with the flow. I've never understood reading. I don't get it. I don't like reading. Reading's hard, and it takes all day. Sorry, anyways. And all I can do with my time is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you. That I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Jay. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? Um, if you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. I hate her handwriting, it's so hard. Ghost Under the Light, Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath... Oh, Jesus Christ. Beneath the ambient glow, bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickens? Flickens, I think that's what that says. Oh, flickers. Wait, flickers? Flickers, I think this is flickers. I'm not dumb, I promise. In the distance, yeah, a cone a lone figure crosses its path. A silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, even closer. I open my umbrella, casting the shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps in to the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the ambient light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Oh, this is adorable! It's adorable because she's the ghost who like no one ever talks to, and I'm the one with the arm. I know that y'all picked up on this. Shh. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. The light flickers. The light flickers in rhythm with my pounding heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. You're not wrong. I feel special because I figured it out. You can tell I like writing. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we can keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerges on Yuri's lips. Once again, I try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah? Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica asks or says something. But I'm sure we can talk later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing our poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or is something strange? Did you say something strange right now? Something sound a bit unusual. That's right. you deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to... If I'm right, I want to die. I really hope I'm not right. I just really hope I'm not right. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Hold on, I need to turn this down. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if you could hear this the whole time. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All of the times to not go home and you pick the time not to go home with her and you pick a time where she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Hold on. Oh, good lord. Okay. Now that interruption's out of the way, calm down, guys. I've talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say? Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival participation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Come on, can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. Yeah, I can't do the white girl voice for that. I really can't. It's really hard. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when you guys when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk, focusing, and starts to nod to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help. But anyways, that just leaves you, Jay. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would go a long way if you can give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. Would really appreciate that. That's... Is Monica session spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth am I going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. There's no way I could give it to you, or I would ever do it with you. It's not like Monica is giving me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki just mumbled a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Jay might not be around if you only make him be a nuisance, something like that. So therefore, he may be more suited in assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Oh, sorry, I dropped the accent. Sounds more like you're just trying to making excuses for Jay too. What are you saying? There will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Come on, guys, come on. Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jay to decide how he will contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? That's a good point. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we settle this already? I'm gonna save this real quick. So we're gonna return. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Jay, you want to make this right. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I want to go with Sayori. I do. I want to go with not Natsuki. Screw Natsuki. I want to go with Yuri or Sayori or Monica. There's so many choices to make. Hold on. Yes, overwrite. Alright, for this playthrough, we're sticking it with Yuri. Yuri's gonna be the one. Probably most helpful. How you still helping Yuri? Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? You can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I'm just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Jay? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I could use your assistance, or your assistance would be very helpful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? See, here's the problem. All the girls like me, and that's a problem. She's annoying and just can't say it. She says it but won't enforce it. She's a special circumstance. And Sayori just straight up said it, and it kind of is hard. I should have said Sayori, because that's what I really would have done in real life. I just went with Sayori, but I'm trying to just stick to one this playthrough and see what everything goes to. Okay, anyways. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking on yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everyone we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. Do you feel the same way, Jay? Me? I guess you could say something. I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I think says that Yuri. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Jay picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do will ever compare to that, so... I get it, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. She already has trouble with words, so trying to cheer someone up may be far out of her comfort zone. Maybe far out of her comfort zone. Oh. Yeah, I read that right the first time. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something nice. Sayori would say something like... Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yes, Quaid. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess there will be time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone picks up their things, and I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the doorway as they chat between each other. Turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer to going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I am not nearly as creative as you. Don't underestimate yourself, Jay. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Productive team? Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting like 8 texts. It's annoying. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait. You don't actually think I did that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize... I'm telling you, I want to. And that's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm looking really forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's actually going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even if I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're out of school. I think that's what that said. Sorry, I kind of skipped it. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. I don't want something bad to happen. It's already Sunday. I've gotten increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and she's also so intimate and person in general. Wait, Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the clubhouse early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. I reach Sayori's house and I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often I've made it a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses because we were like family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run downstairs to greet me. I head up to her bedroom and I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Jay. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. So, you haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it has always been. If that room is messy, you do not want to see mine. I also recognize some stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we had decided to meet last. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival participations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? See, that's the problem, is no matter what you choose, it's wrong. And it's terrible. And it puts the guy in such a hard position. Because no matter what, you don't want to hurt anyone. But there's just certain things you like about other people. And yeah. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jay. Why can't it just be the way it's always been? This is all my fault. You caught feelings. If I didn't go so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world, decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to act like this. So tell me already. Until now, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. I think that's what it said. Haha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jay. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Oh. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really going to make me say it, aren't you, Jay? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And it's why I want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Legit, see, as someone who's felt depression before, and like I'm usually the giddy, fun one that tries to make everyone smile, I feel it. I relate to it. Cause I can't even figure out how to respond, and I know what it feels like to be hurt. But it's just like, cause I was the same way. Like, it was really hard to get out of bed. Just like, dang. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why have you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done anything to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Jay. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. So I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone else be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Jay. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I fully showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears break down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I grab Sayori's shoulders, and this time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Jay. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I made friends with everyone else, then it's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jay. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jay, Sayori barely speaks, and barely manages to speak in between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Hold on. Okay, let's hopefully we can get through this without another distraction. Jesus. But all I want is for her to care, or to know that oh, hold up, let's go to the history. Sayori barely manages to speak in between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jay. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah? Sayori wipes her eyes. I could have spent the whole day with her. If I could spend the whole day with her, I could. Of course, this all has to be done. Of course. Oh my god. Of all days this has to be done, it's where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. And at the very least, do you want to come along and help out? Wouldn't it be fun? To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, I look forward to it. Why do I feel like she's actually gonna kill herself? And if she kills herself, I'm gonna be so sad. Like, I feel like she's gonna hurt herself or something, and I'm going to feel like actual crap. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a bit early. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I really started to get nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always just texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be more common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed if my room was a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist at the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure to keep track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations for the atmosphere and stuff. Atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. That took me so much longer to read than it should have. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help our guests to a faraway place. I'll help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity, out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. It really sucks because now, as a person, I really want to go back and try with Sayori because I like her personality. She's all bubbly and fun, and I know that I knew she was gonna be the depressed one from the beginning, but like, it just sucks now. Sorry. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles, a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Did some shopping on the way here so that I would have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing now? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. She's an MLM marketer. Sorry. How familiar? She's just gonna text me on Facebook. Sorry. Okay, sorry. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? This is one of my favorite contributors to a happy atmosphere. Depending on the oil and herbs you choose, you can change the mood to the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins spouting out into a small hole on the table. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one setting for? It's a jasmine essential oil. It smells a bit sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions, so it helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it will be perfect for sharing our poem? It does sound suitable, but you think you know a lot about this. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently and are clearly enjoying herself. Again, she reaches into her bag and pulls out several spoils of thin ribbon plot swift. She just pulls out a knife and just sticks me. She's crazy. MLM marketers, man. Sorry. What are those for? Well, Did you purchase the origami paper that I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. You wouldn't. We don't want to use the paper for folding origami. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will it be used for? Well, I'm going to cut the pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway of the classroom. And then we can fasten the paper to the ribbon to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't it be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of the people passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea that you'd be this good at this, Yuri. So, is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Jay. You can write down any characters you want. I'll help you finish once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright, I sit on the floor. Sitting on the floor between the two of us. Get to work. I carefully draw different characters on each paper, just doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Here he unveils a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Plot twist, Mom walks in. No, I'm joking. And she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tainted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. It's for killing raccoons. Alright, the thing is I'm kind of into knives. Me too! I have all the knives! I got you. I got you, boo. Sorry. Once I start, I have to say, there we go. Okay, I'm happy now. That makes me kind of happy, though. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Haha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's... well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I guess it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. But really cool looking knife, can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Jay! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be this sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgeting. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts a finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curling around my finger. Okay, hold on! Plot twist! Left field! Flag on the play! I have so many questions. I feel her tongue curling around my fingers. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head as if her face is burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Not sure if it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yeah, I think you're overreacting a little bit. She doesn't lift her head. She doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon. Alright, you know what? This might be the stupidest thing I'm about to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her the index finger in return. Jay! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil and air, it would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Jay. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that one. Where do you keep your band-aids? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Looks like it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. Tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I am so bad at reading. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make process through the papers. We finish attaching the ribbons to the paper and we lay them side by side. It looks better than I expected, but oh, and will be very effective as the door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tables? Something like that. Ah, that's right. One of the items you asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor tablets. Paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water for each tablet, and do you mind fetching those for us? Oh, sorry. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll be right back in 1 minute. Thank you so much. Just a little bit of water, okay? If you fill the cup too much, it will be too diluted. Taking your advice, I decided to use small plastic cups rather than full-sized glasses. I put them on a plate and carry the paint that drips, or to catch any paint that drips, and bring them back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come and see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. There's something on her arm. Your face is a little red. It's not too hot in here or anything. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cup. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Gradients are not fun. Starting with the colors of a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Of course, once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote on the banner, and we can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri kneels on the opposite side so we don't get in each other's way. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner of watercolors feels like art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment and thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to get all crazy about I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I don't usually even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about such things like anime games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles greatly. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush, moving at the same time, and end up bumping our heads together. Sorry! Yuri rolls back, and I instantly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get that for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. Droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and dampen it with hot water, return to my room, and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. Didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. Intense expression that I recognize from where she reads her books. Almost as if she lost in a daze. Enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. I'm in. No, I'm joking. What is happening? The aroma of jasmine is giving me a dizzy feeling. Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sends a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a bit lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and follow Yuri's example. That should do it! I finish filling the night sky with white dots to look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural. I think it came out better than expected. Oh, I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best if I leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? Totally fine. Wonderful. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do. Phew! Haha! You say that like you're glad it's over. I was wrong to assume that you were at least... was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh. God, dude, no, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we'd have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be irresponsible for me to waste much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping we would get more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it is like... Hold on. It doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Sayori packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say without thinking. About today. It's fine. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can just go somewhere. We can go out somewhere. I forgot, you don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Jay. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of think about... Wait. It caught me off guard because you got so much closer. I kind of think about... Wait, I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to. Yuri suddenly pulls back. Yuri, Sayori! That's awkward. Hi, Jay. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... Uh, it's okay, Jay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I was already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. Sorry. We'll be able to... We'll be able... Wait, but we'll be able... Oh my god, but we'll all be together tomorrow at the festival. So, that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so, I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over and see it for my... No! I know what she was thinking about! I love her! I want to change my decision. I like her a lot. See what? What are you talking about? You're an idiot. Bro, Jay's an idiot. You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Jay? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Jay. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Oh, you should not have cut her off. You should just what? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before was true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel pain anymore. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Jay. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this myself. Jay, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and then squeezed her hand. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that what you need most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm done. I can't. I have to. I love her. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That way, I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be. I can't. I tried so hard to stick with freaking. I tried so hard to stick with her, and it's just that broke my heart out. I couldn't. I had to. Jay. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Jay, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Jay. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to feel happy right now. I thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Jay. It's okay, Sayori. It might take time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. All that matters now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess this makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Oh, I'm done! Did I make the wrong decision? 'Cause now I let on Yuri. What are you saying? Don't think about it. I don't want to think about those things, you know? I just want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scares me. I understand. I will go at whatever pace suits you. Hey, Jay. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad? Is this the best thing for me right now? I really don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this makes you feel really sad, Sayori? I don't know. I just don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want you to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. It's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not letting anything change? I don't know. But I'll give that. But I know I'll give it everything I got. Sayori's the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. All the days I expected to be this one. Wait, out of all the days I expect to be the one where I'd walk with her to school, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I'd consider walking to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, in preparation for the school event is nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently roll it up and take it with me. She sent a pleasant text reminding me of anything. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Jay, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica places a little places wait. Monica's placing little books on each of the desks in front of the classroom. They must be the ones preparing to have all the wait. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So it's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. I think on days like this, important days, she'd try a little bit harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I feel awful knowing that it's not nearly that simple for her. I only say that because I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little. You should take a little responsibility for her, Jay. I mean, especially after you exchanged what you. Word travels fast with females! After your exchange with her yesterday, you kinda left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. I'm done! I knew it! I knew it would go around fast! I stammer, embarrassed. Really Did Sayori really tell her that quickly? That we're a couple now? I really didn't plan on bringing it up with everyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. She's stalker! Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is printed neatly on its own page, giving almost a professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems are from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Hold on, pause, hold on. I need to do this. Hold on, and then switch this to here. Open. I'm supposed to have something open, hold on. So, you're supposed to play this with, uh, browse local files. Where is it? Right here, right here. Okay. The local files are open. Um, Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Yada 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 yada, get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never truly finished. It just stops moving. It's never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Jay? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem is completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. Bro, get home now! What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal. At least for her. To help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes me really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same way they've always been. That all she needs is what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't end up doing this after all. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Walking up to her own house. That is really something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori, wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really don't have to enter her room like this. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. I don't want to enter the room. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Why can't I believe this with my own eyes when my own eyes are showing me? I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what is best, and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this to me? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how pitiful it is to have others care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is all my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, remained friends with her, like it's always been, I could have prevented this. I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game. I can't reset and try something different. The only one chance was, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is more worse than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. I knew it!